Stike. Brave Irene by William Stike. The back looks so cozy. As an artist and a storyteller for children, Stike stands alone. In such classics as Amos and Boris, The Amazing Poem of Dr. DeSoto, and many others, Stike presents a unique vision of the world, a place full of joy and great adventure where there belief exists in the powerful forces of nature, but where beauty and magic take life special, and make life special. Brave Irene is Irene Bobbin, the dressmaker's daughter. Her mother, Mrs. Bobbin, isn't feeling so well and can't possibly deliver the beautiful ball gown she's made for the Duchess to wear that very evening. So plucky Irene volunteers to get the gown. I don't want to spoil it. It smells Brave Irene by William Stike. Isn't that interesting? For Jeanne. Mrs. Bobbin, the dressmaker, was tired and had a bad headache, but she still managed to sew the last stitches in the gown she was making. "It's the most beautiful dress in the whole world," said her daughter Irene. "The Duchess will love it." "It is nice," her mother admitted, "but dumpling is for tonight's ball, and I don't have the strength to bring it. I feel sick." Oh, she's sickly. Let's go to the next page. "Poor Mama," said Irene. "I can get it there." "No, Cupcake, I can't let you," said Mrs. Bobbin. "Such a huge package and such a long way to the palace. Besides, it's starting to snow." "But I love snow," Irene insisted. She coaxed her mother into bed, covered her with 2 quilts, and added a blanket for her feet. Then she fixed her some tea with lemon and honey to put more wood in the stove. I knew this book was going to be cozy. I know she's sick, but she's still cozy in bed, you know. With great care, Irene took the splendid gown down from the dummy and packed it in a big box with plenty of tissue paper. "Dress warmly, Pudding," her mother called in a weak voice, "and don't forget to button up. It's cold out there and windy." Irene put on her fleece-lined boots, her red hat and muffler, her heavy coat, and her mittens. She kissed her mother's hot forehead 6 times, then once again made sure she was tucked in snugly, and slipped out with the big box, shutting the door firmly behind her. She needs to get a cup of tea for that cold. She needs some NyQuil. It was really cold outside. Very cold. The wind whirled the falling snowflakes about, this way, that way, and into Irene's squinting face. She set out on the uphill path to Farmer Bennett's sheep pasture. She's fighting the wind, trying to get the dress there in time. The Duchess. By the time she got there, the snow was up to her ankles, and the wind was worse. It hurried her along and made her stumble. Irene resented this. The box was problem enough. "Easy does it," she cautioned the wind, leaning back hard against it. She's struggling out there alone. By the middle of the pasture, the flakes were falling thicker. Now the wind drove Irene along so rudely she had to hop, skip, and go helter-skeltering over the knobby ground. Cold snow sifted into her boots and chilled her feet. She pushed out her lip and hurried on. This was an important errand. She's struggling real bad. She's going to be sick at the end of this book, I bet you watch. I'm predicting it now, I'm calling it now. When she reached Apple Road, the wind decided to put on a show. It ripped branches from trees and flung them about, swept up and scattered the fallen snow, got in front of Irene to keep her from moving ahead. Irene turned around and pressed on, backwards. I guess that's kind of smart. She's walking with the wind instead of against it. I don't know. She's determined to get there on time to the Duchess. Go home, the wind squalled. Irene, go home. I will do no such thing, she snapped. No such thing, you wicked wind. Go home, the wind yodeled. Go home, it shrieked. Or else. For a short second, Irene wondered if she shouldn't heed the wind warning. But no, the gown had to get to the Duchess. She's slowly arguing with the wind. No joke, she's arguing with the wind. The wind is rage baiting her. She's arguing with the wind. The wind wrestled her for its package, walloped it, twisted it, shook it, snatched at it, but Irene wouldn't yield. It's my mother's work, she screamed. Then, oh, whoa, the box was wrenched from her mittened grasp and sent bumbling along in the snow. Irene went after it. This is so cool, literally cool. It looks like a stick of butter. Like I was saying earlier, stick of butter, stick of butter, stick of butter. It looks like a stick of butter. It literally looks like a stick of butter. She pounced. She pounced and took hold, but the ill-tempered wind ripped the box open. The ball gown flounced out and went waltzing through the powdered air with tissue paper attendants. Irene clung to the empty box and watched the beautiful gown disappear. You're feeling some nostalgia right now. How could anything so terribly wrong be allowed to happen? Tears froze on her lashes. Her mother's hard work, all those days of measuring, cutting, pinning, stitching, for this and the poor Duchess. Irene decided she would have to trudge on with just the box and explain everything in person. Oh no, I was not expecting this. The dress flew away from outside the box. I can't believe it. Let's see what happens next. She went shuffling through the snow. Would her mother understand, she wondered, that it was the wind's fault, not hers? Would the Duchess be angry? The wind was howling like a wild animal. Why did the Duchess send somebody to come get it picked up? Suddenly Irene stepped in a hole and fell over with a twisted ankle. She blamed it on the wind. Keep quiet, she scolded. You've done enough damage already. You've spoiled everything. Everything. The wind swallowed up her words. She sat in the snow in great pain, afraid she wouldn't be able to go on. But she managed to get to her feet and start moving. It hurt. Home, where she belonged to be, where she and her mother could be warm together, was far behind. It's got to be closer to the palace, she thought. But where any place was in all this snow, she couldn't be sure. Poor Irene. But it says she's brave Irene. So let's see what happens next. I think she'll find the dress or something. Maybe someone will stop and help her. Otherwise, she's done for. She plowed on, dragging furrows with her sore foot. The short winter day was almost done. Am I still going the right way? She wondered. There was no one around to advise her. Whoever else there was in this snow-covered world was far, far away, and safe indoors, even the animals in their burrows. She went plodding on. Soon night took over. Welcome back. Soon night took over. She knew in the dark that the muffled snow was still falling. She could feel it. She was cold and alone in the middle of nowhere. Irene was lost. Oh no, she got lost. She had to keep moving. She was hoping she'd come to a house, any house at all, and be taken in. She badly needed to be in someone's arms. The snow was above her knees now. She shoved her way through it, clutching the empty box. Oh yeah, how did that go? I forgot about that. I think her mom should not let her go out in the snowstorm. I don't know how she let her go out in the snowstorm like that. She must live right by Disneyland or Disney World or whichever. She was asking how long a small person could keep this struggle up when she realized it was getting lighter. There was a soft glow coming from somewhere below her. She waded toward this glow and soon was gazing down a long slope at a brightly lit mansion. It had to be the palace. It had to be the palace. Irene pushed forward with all her strength and slosh, plump, she plunged downward and was buried. She had fallen off a little cliff. Only her hat and the box in her hand stuck out above the snow. Even if she could call for help, no one would hear her. Her body shook, her teeth chattered. Why not freeze to death? Why not freeze to death, she thought, and let all these troubles in? Why not? Why not? She was already buried. We just give it up on herself. That's hilarious. Why not just freeze to death? Like, she was scared because of the That's so cute. That sounds amazing. Imagine thinking you're going for a checkup or something, but you're going to Disney World. That's so awesome. I'm so dead though. I already talked about why not just freeze to death? It's all going to crap anyways. Let's just freeze to death. And never see her mother's face again? Her good mother who smelled like fresh baked bread? In an explosion of fury, she flung her body about to free herself and was finally able to climb up on her knees and look around. How to get down to that glittering palace? As soon as she raised the question, she had the answer. She laid the box down and climbed aboard. First of all, this is that thing. The Mickey Mouse ears. I used to have some of those. They're so cool. She laid the box down and climbed aboard, but it pressed into the snow and stuck. She tried again, and this time, instead of climbing on, she leaped. The box shot forward like a sled. The wind raced after Irene but couldn't keep up. In a moment she would be with people again inside where it was warm. The sled slowed and jerked to a stop on paving stones. The time had come to break the news to the Duchess. With the empty box clasped to her chest, Irene strode nervously toward the palace. She's using it as a toboggan. Oh no, I spilled water on the book. Oh no. Alright, let's see what's going on. But then her feet stopped moving and her mouth fell open. I literally called it. I called it. She stared. Maybe this was impossible. Yet there it was, a little way off and over to the right, hugging the trunk of the tree, the beautiful boghound. The wind was holding it there. Mama, Irene shouted. Mama, I found it. She managed somehow, despite the wind's meddling, to get the gown off the tree and back in its box. And in another moment she was at the door of the palace. She knocked twice with the big brass knocker. The door opened and she burst in. Wow, that's a really big door, and she made it safely. She probably has some type of minor frostbite. She's been outside for hours just trudging through the snow. But she didn't give up, even though she wanted to. She almost gave up. She was welcomed by cheering servants and a delirious duchess. They couldn't believe she had come over the mountain in such a storm, all by herself. She had to tell the whole story, every detail, and she did. Then she asked to be taken right back to her sick mother, but it was out of the question, they said. The road that ran around the mountain wouldn't be cleared till morning. This is what it looks like. They look like nice people. And she's happy because she's warm now. Don't fret, child, said the Duchess. Your mother is surely sleeping now. We'll get you there first thing tomorrow. Irene was given a good dinner as she sat by the fire, the moisture steaming off her clothes. The Duchess, meanwhile, got into her freshly ironed gown before the guests began arriving in their sleighs. Ah, yes, that's so cozy. She's even got some little flowers on the table. That's so lovely. Try to make her stay. I said she can stay with me. She won't do it. That'd be a big brother. Kind of small fingers and legs. What a wonderful ball it was. The Duchess in her new gown was like a bright star in the sky. Irene in her ordinary dress was radiant. She was swept up into dances by handsome aristocrats who kept her feet off the floor to spare her ankle. Her mother would enjoy hearing all about it. Thank you. Early the next morning, when snow had long since ceased falling. Oh, I didn't show you guys the picture. It's a really cool picture. So she went to a ball. That's so cool. She's right there. I forgot she had this branding. But because this is a castle or like a palace, a Duchess palace, they probably have medics there. So they probably have somebody who looked at her ankle afterwards. Something like that. Early the next morning, when snow had long since ceased falling, Mrs. Bobbin woke from a good night's sleep feeling much improved. She hurried about and got a fire going in the cold stove. Then she went to look in on Irene. But Irene's bed was empty. She ran to the window and gazed at the white landscape. No one out there. Snow powder fell from the branch of the tree. She's not in bed. Where is my child? Mrs. Bobbin cried. She whipped on her coat to go out and find her. When she pulled the door open, a wall of drift faced her. But peering over it, she could see a horse-drawn sleigh hastening up the path, and seated on the sleigh between two large footmen was Irene herself, asleep but smiling. Would you like to hear the rest? Oh, yes, I would like to hear the rest. She's asleep in the carriage. Why would I not want to hear the rest? Of course I need to hear the rest. Well, There was a bearded doctor in the back of the sleigh, and the Duchess had sent Irene's mother a ginger cake with white icing, some oranges, and a pineapple, and spice candy of many flavors, along with a note saying how much she cherished her gown and what a brave and loving person Irene was, which of course Mrs. Bobbin knew better than the Duchess. Oh, that's such a happy ending. I'm gonna cry. That's so beautiful. The end. I'm gonna cry. That was so sweet. This is from 1992. Hey, that's so sweet. I hope she paid her cash though. She gave her all this food. I hope she gave her some money too. It's no way. But that's so cute. I guess I kind of only feel like reading tonight, so I guess we'll read some more and then that'll be it. Because my phone's gonna die soon. Let's read this too. I don't know which one goes first. I don't know which one goes first. It's gonna tell me. Oh, this is a picture book. It has no words at all. I think let's read one with words in it. It has no words at all. I don't think I've ever read it. Just a pure picture book. Look at it, just a pure picture book. It's another one with snow on the door on it. Let's read the body one. And then that'll be it for the life. I Love My Body Because by Shelley Anand and Nomi Ellington, illustrated by Erica Rodriguez Medina. I love my body because... Well, actually, no, let's read Nigel in the Moon. Let's read Nigel in the Moon. Okay, let's read this one instead. I'm curious what happened with Nigel. Nigel in the Moon by Antoine Eady, illustrated by Gracie Zong. Hold on. Obviously, we don't need the little picture. Nigel and the Moon. Oh, look at that painting. It looks like watercolor or something. It looks so cool. So lovely. I'm excited for this one. Are you guys excited? For my mom and dad, Viola and Peter, for my siblings and their young dreamers. And for you, dear reader, one day you will unlock the secret desires of your heart and fervently pursue them. A.E. To all yet to be realized dreams, the moon is always listening. Okay, this is very cool. That is very cool. Yeah, it is. At night, he tells the moon his dreams, and here his dreams are safe. He's telling the moon his desires and dreams. Hi, my name's Nigel, and I'm an astronaut, a dancer, a superhero too. He does a little bit of everything, just like I do. Wow, W. Nigel, I like this. stars he twirls, quietly soaring and in the still of the night. With pride his chest swells, and his eyes they glow. His smile, it shines. Now the moon isn't the brightest body in the sky. Nigel is, and so are his dreams. But even with dreams so bright, he isn't ready for the world to see. Thank you. Thank you, Hi, Chloe. What's up? How are you? Thank you for the heartbeat. He isn't ready for the world to see. The first day of career week has arrived, and Nigel's school takes a trip to the library. I like how their library looks. Book after book, page after page, his classmates choose their favorite jobs. This book is called Nigel and the Moon. And we just got done reading, what was that book called? Brave Irene. It was called Brave Irene. It was such a sweet book. Nigel flips and he flips and he flips again, but a dancer like him cannot be found. Oh, he's looking for people that look like him that are dancers. Okay. It's because you're looking in the book when you're looking on the internet. That's what. Just saying. On the second day, his class shadows their parents at work. House after house, block after block, Nigel follows his mom. With feet planted on the ground, Nigel looks to the sky, and the distance from here to there grows larger still. Did I skip a page? I think I skipped it. No, I didn't. That's good. Yeah, I get a cozy for these books. I may have to read another one. Oh, his mom's a mill lady. Okay, she works for the USPS. Okay. I was like, why is he going past the house? This is one clean houses. But no, she delivers mail. Okay. Back in his bed, he searches for the moon. In the dark hue of the night, he finds it once more. And there, between the moon and him, his dreams are waiting. Tomorrow I'll tell the world, he says, yet he quivers at the thought. I felt that. He's real for that. It's like, you know that your dreams are meant for you, but you're still scared that people will know. And then they might laugh at you, or they might not understand, or it might not feel right to tell them. On the third day, the teacher asks, "What would you like to be when you grow up?" "A doctor, an engineer like my dad, a veterinarian." Nigel shrinks in his chair. I don't know. He can't bring himself to whisper the word superhero. He's embarrassed. He's having some trouble. But later that night, he tells the moon his hopes, and out the window they glide, far, far away, where no one can pull them down. One day I'll land on the moon, dance ballet, and wear my cape with honor. That's so cool. He's flying over all the neighborhood. I'm loving this. But Nigel also worries that he shares that with the moon. What if I wish to be too many things, he wonders. When the sun rises, he packs his dreams away again. He looks so sad. On the fourth day, his teacher asks, "What are your parents' careers?" "My mom's a surgeon. My dad's a weatherman. My mother's the president of a big candy company." Now all the eyes are on Nigel. "My parents," he pauses, then asks to be excused. He's still embarrassed. Still embarrassed to tell the truth about the career. That night, he tells the moon his truth. "I'm scared. My parents don't have fancy jobs. Will my class laugh if I tell them?" It's easy to tell the moon his truth. It's easy to tell the moon his dreams. But Nigel's not ready to tell the world. The next morning, Nigel slowly makes his way down the stairs. "Dream big, son," Dad says, "and be proud of who you are," says Mom. Some good advice for the kid. The final day of Career Week is here. And some special guests have arrived. An author, a chef, and an architect, too. But that's not all, the teacher says. "Come in, Mr. and Mrs. Strong." Nigel slides down in his chair, but a shy smile glows across his face. His mom introduces herself first. "I'm a postal carrier, and I help connect people all around the world. Love letters, birthday cards, postcards, and more. I deliver them all." That's so cool. His dad follows. "I'm a truck driver. Most days it feels like I'm driving a monster truck. Vroom." The class erupts in laughter. Looking around the room, Nigel can tell it's the good kind. "Above all," his dad adds, pointing at his son, "raising Nigel's been the best job we've ever had." With pride, Nigel's chest swells. His eyes, they glow. His smile, it shines. At night, he tells the moon his dreams. But today... Thank you for sharing that. He takes a stand. "I'd like to say something." Nigel joins his parents in front of the class. "I want to be an astronaut on the moon, or a dancer on the stage. And when the world needs a superhero, I can be that too." W kid. He's so real for it. He's so real. At night, he tells the moon his dreams. But telling the world isn't so scary after all. it's not bad. We can read this one. We can read this book, yeah. This looks good. It looks like a very cool art. I love this art style when it's in a book. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're reading this tonight. As soon as I get done up with my sister. Make sure you guys check out my YouTube channel. This will be on the YouTube channel as well. Soon enough. But I got the one on there from the other night. I might wait for this one. I want to read it tonight. And then I'll let y'all go for tonight. Also, you guys when we reach 1K followers, I'm gonna do a bit of a longer stream, like maybe like 2.5, 3 hours, something like that. And yeah, because we're almost at 1,000 followers, so I'm super excited for that. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm back. Alright, let's do one more book, and then I'm gonna be done with live for tonight. I'm so excited to read this because it looks very fantastical. This book is called Victor and the Giant. Victor and the Giant. Let's see what's going on with Victor. Wow, that's funny because someone in here was literally just talking about chocolate milk. That's so funny. Not funny, but that's funny. But someone in here was just wow, that's so interesting. That's so wow. It was a quiet morning in the city, and Victor was drinking his milky hot chocolate. His mother was running out the door to work, as usual. Suddenly, the earth shook. Whoa, everything flew into the air. Let's see. And he heard a horrifying noise. Then he felt a frightening silence. His breakfast is all over the ground. Everything's broken. Victor looked out the window. Terrifying. Everything but his apartment building had disappeared. The other buildings were gone. The streets were gone. The trees had disappeared. You couldn't see any birds flying, nor dogs and cats fighting. You couldn't hear people, nor cars, nor even Victor's mother. He usually loved to yell. In their place, there was only gigantic giant. Oh my goodness. That thing is enormous. What? That's frightening. Imagine looking outside your house after you thought it was a massive earthquake and just seeing a gigantic beam of like great disease. Victor couldn't believe it. A monster had eaten everything. Now he was stretched out, having a peaceful nap. Victor decided to go and see the giant, but only after he'd finished his milky hot chocolate. First of all, he doesn't even look scared. He does not look scared at all, you guys. He looks like he's just assessing the situation and he's gonna like solve the problem or something. He does not look the slightest bit frightened at all. What? It's in ruins. Oh, this is bad. This is so bad. This is horrible. When he came up to the sleeping giant, he yelled, but the giant didn't wake up. First of all, the scale is insane. Look at the scale. This is Victor, right? And this is the giant's ear. That's just his ear. That's just his ear. That's insanity. And kind of gross. He jumped on him, but he didn't wake up. He punched him, but he didn't wake up. He begged the creature desperately, but the giant still didn't wake up. Victor didn't know what else to do, so he tried. He was so tired, he sat on the monster's enormous nose. He could see its huge eyes, an infinite forehead, massive eyebrows, wild hair, nose hairs. Ew, gross. Victor suddenly jumped up and ran, leaped, and, using all his strength, he jerked and pulled out one of the giant's disgusting nose hairs. Is this a joke? Are you kidding me? What if I picked up and vibrated? The giant woke up and gave an enormous, deafening scream. But before the giant could get even angrier, Victor interrupted him with a very loud scream of his own, though the giant could hardly hear him. You can barely even see Victor. He's microscopic. Why did you eat the whole city? I was hungry, said the giant. You can't eat a whole city just because you're hungry, scolded Victor. No, answered the giant, sounding confused. No, said Victor. He's telling off the giant. Is this a joke? Colin, thank you for the follow. You can't tell off the giant. What is wrong with this kid? What is he doing? He's telling off the giant. Like it's just a normal everyday task, like taking out the trash. Then Victor explained the reasons why he shouldn't do that. He told him about the birds, the cats, the dogs, and how last year a car had run over his own dog. Told him about the birds, the cats, the dogs, and how last year a car had run over his own dog. Am I still live? Okay. And how it would be better if the giant would try drinking his mother's milky hot chocolate and again, look at the scale. This is the apartment building. And this is the giant. Are you serious right now? Victor went into the giant's mouth, tickled his tonsils, and pulled until, first of all, this is so gross. Ew, dude. I was only supposed to be live for an hour, but it's been an hour and a half. All at once. It's been an hour and a half. All at once, everything that the giant had eaten began to come out. Houses, trees, buildings. Fair enough. Fair enough. People, birds, cars, Victor's mother, and the whole city. But now the giant was hungry again. Bro, this is an insane book. Look at this book, dude. First of all, this guy is traumatized. This dude right here is absolutely horrified beyond description, bro. He's absolutely done for. He's gonna need therapy. Do you see this guy? He's absolutely horrified. Oh my god. Victor told his mother and all of the city to quickly make a lot of milky hot chocolate. It wasn't easy, but they managed to do it. Yeah, this book, this is the craziest. Except, it's this book called Math something. This kid was going insane because he had a math test coming up. I forgot what it's called. The giant, who had been patiently waiting, drank down all the milky hot chocolate in one huge gulp. I'm not happy with this. Why are we giving this giant anything? And with a smile, he looked at Victor and said, "How delicious," then fell asleep. Where's he gonna sleep at? He's already ruined the city. He can't sleep. The city grounds, where did he even go? This is how Victor got his mother back. And with a lot of work, the city went back to being itself. Yeah, I don't think so, buddy. That's about 20 years of worth of city work to be doing to get it back the way that it was after the giant literally ruined everything and just threw it all back up. Like, this is a crazy concept for a book. And just threw it all back up. Like, this is a crazy concept for a book. I don't know how I was getting almost yourself. Is it because he doesn't have an appetite anymore because of what happened? You're like, what? I feel like I'm like too confused. Why is he stressed out at the dinner table, at the breakfast table? Is he just like traumatized by the whole event because a giant literally ate his entire city? Maybe he's just sick. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. And that's the end of the book. I don't know how to feel about this. This was a horror story. It was very scary. This was very scary to me. This is a very scary book. I don't know what I was expecting when I picked up this book, but the hoodie's going to be in this. This is going to be the hoodie format. Not format, design. The hoodie design is going to be this. So, if you already know my website, if you don't know my website, here it is. If you like hoodies, you like art, you already know what to do. And I'll let you guys know when I drop, of course. I've got Tell Me Your Nightmares and I Will Eat Them. I've got A Land That's Almost Home. Okay. The Gift of Color Magnet. The Gift of Color poster or print. And the Gift of Color iPhone case. Oh yeah, I also have a tote bag coming out. If you like tote bags, I have a tote bag coming out for this design. And then I have a brand new print coming out from a different painting. If you like my artwork, then you should just stay tuned for the brand new print design from a painting that I've done already. But yeah, that's going to be it for me, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the live.